Hey, what's up, guys? Trillionaire Talk here. Guys, we're all aware about what's going on in the world right now. At least the things that we're hearing about. It's definitely very sad what the news is reporting. The lives that are apparently being lost, and for the reasons why. But I will say that it does seem, in my opinion, a little bit shaky about where the information is coming from and what type of information is coming out. It just seemed very shaky. But nevertheless, the reports are being done, and we have to respect it to a certain extent and say, okay, this seems to be occurring, so we have to take action. So we're all spending more time at home right now. If we're gonna be home, let's take this time and opportunity not to binge watch on Netflix or sit around and mope about it. I know I even found myself for like a little bit of time, like I was kind of like, like maybe a little bit depressed, kind of like worried, like, okay, I get it. Like there's a real worry when you're hearing about what's going on, real, instance to worry, but it's also a time to take action. So it's like, I'm spending more time at home. I got to look at the positive side. Like I got to work on myself a little bit more, maybe read some more books, exercise. I've seen a lot of people like jogging and stuff, going out more. It's a really beautiful thing. Like that's the kind of stuff we should be working on. Things that we haven't really been focusing on enough, So ultimately I say, let's take this time to, really get back in tune with our bodies. Like eat some more nutrients, some more vitamins, healthier diet, maybe take this time to like work on some healthy recipes that maybe we didn't take the time to do before. This global health crisis that we're going through right now, in a lot of ways, is a symbolic thing, because ultimately, we have had terrible health in our world for a long time. I mean, look at the top leading causes of death. Heart disease, diabetes, alcoholism, overdose of drugs. I mean, we're all over the place. All right, we're not doing what we need to be doing. Let's just say, like, that's a fact. Okay, so this, in a way, because they're talking about how it's affecting mostly people who are not as healthy or have pre-existing health conditions. Isn't that obvious, guys, that we, in a way, have caused this with our own problem? Plus the whole story about it coming from a bat and all this, I don't know, I don't buy it, but that's another topic. And so basically what I'm saying is, guys, let's take this opportunity to take some responsibility, okay, for this situation, because we can stop the spread of this so-called virus and other things that might come in the future by just doing what we're supposed to do. And it's not even about stopping the spread of stuff. Guys, we're supposed to be healthy. You're supposed to eat right. We're supposed to exercise. You're supposed to be lean and strong. You're not supposed to be skinny or too fat or any of that stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess, like, from like just a superficial standpoint, but like, guys, it's just not healthy. Like, you got to be strong. You got to know how to work out. You got to know how to use the TRX. You got to know how to use kettlebells. You got to know how to use dumbbells and barbells, and how to do exercises in the pool. And you got to know how to stretch and breathe and practice yoga, and you got to teach it to your family. I mean, these are requirements. It's essential, guys. So let's take this extra time that we have, and definitely be aware of what's going on in the world. Be aware, but let's not let it affect us in a way that makes things even worse, because if we're in fear, and then on top of that, what's going on is what's going on, and then it's just all worse. So let's take some responsibility. Let's do those things that I talked about, and let's come out of this thing stronger. I believe that we can legitimately come out of this situation stronger than before, because lots of people were already dying before. Lots of people were already sick before. Nobody was freaking out about it. And now, because the media wants to tell you to freak out and go buy a bunch of toilet paper, now you want to freak out about it. To me, there's a lot of red flags in this situation. All right, so I'm just saying, let's take responsibility, all of us. Let's be productive at home. Learn about stuff you should have been learning about. Number one thing, in my opinion, should be yoga and healthy eating. We were not doing enough of that, and it seems very clear, according to the news reports, that is the number one demographic of people. They're talking about elderly people, but I think to me it's more about pre-existing conditions and weak people, because most of the elderly people are weak. So it's not really about being elderly, it's about being weak and having a weak immune system, which is a very complicated thing. So let's take that responsibility, guys, and let's come out stronger from this situation, because I know we can do it.